The audition hall was cold. Not just from the air conditioning, but from the stares, the silence, and the quiet snickers that always followed the nervous ones. 1,000 dreams had walked onto that stage. Most left with broken hearts and silent tears. Today, it was 16-year-old Liam Carter's turn. He shuffled onto the bright-lit stage, his shoes slightly too big, hands tucked deep into the sleeves of his worn-out hoodie. His jeans had patches on the knees, and his hair looked like he hadn't combed it in days. But what struck everyone most wasn't how he looked, it was how invisible he seemed to feel. Like he was apologizing just for being there. From the judging panel, one of the women leaned into her mic with a half-smirk. "All right, love, tell us your name." "Liam," he stuttered, his voice barely above a whisper. "Okay, Liam," said another judge, raising an eyebrow. "And what are you singing for us today?" Liam hesitated. "Something I wrote." A chuckle rippled through the audience. One judge outright laughed. "Oh, original music, is it? That's bold." Liam nodded, swallowing hard. "All right then, go on. Impress us." The music started, soft, piano-driven. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't loud. But as Liam closed his eyes and let the first notes escape his lips, something happened. The room shifted. Gone was the awkward, mumbling boy. In his place stood a voice that trembled with raw emotion, fragile but powerful. His lyrics painted a picture of a lonely boy sitting at a hospital bedside, holding the hand of a mother too weak to speak. His words cracked open a silence that had settled over the room like dust. "You used to hum when you did the dishes. You smiled, even when the pain was cruel. And I never said thank you, till the world stopped being full. No backing singers. No lights. Just a 16-year-old boy bleeding heartache into a microphone." By the time the second verse started, not a sound stirred in the auditorium. Phones that were once secretly recording for ridicule were now held reverently. One judge blinked rapidly, looking down to hide her watering eyes. As the final line floated through the air, Liam opened his eyes. "But I sing now, Mum. I sing now, for you." Silence. Then, a single tearful clap. Then another. And then the hall erupted. The same judges who smirked at his patched jeans were now on their feet, their faces stunned and wet with tears. One of them, famous for being cold and brutally honest, slammed the golden buzzer without hesitation. Glitter rained from the ceiling as Liam looked up in shock, hands shaking at his sides. The host ran onto the stage, wrapping an arm around the trembling teen. "Liam. That was unbelievable. Who was the song about?" Liam sniffed, blinking up at the lights. "My mom. She passed away 2 months ago. Cancer. She always loved to hear me sing, but I never had the courage to do it in front of anyone. I wrote that song the night before her funeral." The crowd hushed again. Hearts cracked open. "I'm living with my gran now," he added quietly. "She's here today." A camera cut to the side of the stage where an elderly woman stood, clutching a tissue, crying silently. She nodded, proud beyond words. Backstage later, Liam sat alone for a moment, head in his hands, overwhelmed. One of the judges came in, Rebecca, the one who had first smirked. "Liam," she said softly, sitting beside him. "I want to say something. When you walked out, I judged you before you sang a word. And now, I feel ashamed." He looked up, startled. "You reminded us tonight what music is for," she said. "Not show. Not fame. But healing. Honesty. Humanity. You made this room feel again." Liam didn't know what to say. For the first time in years, he felt seen. Overnight, his audition went viral. Social media exploded with messages from around the world. "He saved me tonight. That boy reminded me to call my mum. I cried so hard. Thank you, Liam. TV shows called. Labels offered deals. But Liam didn't rush. He stayed grounded, because his reason had never been fame. A few weeks later, during a semi-final performance, he dedicated his next song to all the kids who've lost someone but never found the words to say goodbye. Once again, the world watched through blurry eyes. And somewhere in the audience, a quiet grandmother held a hand to her heart, smiling through tears.